If you're a man in your 60s or older, stop scrolling and listen carefully, because what you're about to hear may save you years of emotional pain, confusion, and unnecessary struggle. Most men believe relationships get easier with age, but the reality is far more complicated. Some men grow stronger, more respected, and more confident after 60, while others slowly lose their peace, their identity, and their self-worth without even realizing it. And here's the shocking part. It's not age that brings problems. It's the habits men carry into relationships, habits that quietly destroy respect, attraction, and stability. Thousands of senior men lose their value in relationships for reasons nobody ever warns them about. But today, you're going to learn the truth, the 10 behaviors that silently drain your energy, lower your confidence, and push good women away. Miss even one of these, and the consequences can be life-changing. Let's begin. Rule number 1. Never erase your identity for a relationship. One of the most damaging mistakes older men make is shrinking themselves to make a woman comfortable. They stop doing the things that once made them feel alive. Hobbies, routines, friendships, personal goals. Slowly, they trade their identity for approval. But here's the truth. Most men learn too late. Respect comes from individuality, not sacrifice. When you give up the things that define you, you don't become more valuable. You become predictable, replaceable, slowly forgotten. Women admire men who still have a life, a rhythm, a mission, a spark. You're not meant to revolve around her. You're meant to walk beside her. Grow with someone, never shrink for someone. The more you honor yourself, the more others will honor you. Rule number 2. Never overinvest too early. Many men over 60 rush into generosity because they feel time is limited. A nice meal, a thoughtful gesture, a small gift feels harmless until it becomes a pattern that says, "I'm willing to invest before you've earned access." But here's the truth. The beginning of a relationship is an evaluation period, not an investment period. Your attention should be like a rare currency, given slowly, carefully, and only when earned. Ask yourself, does she give effort back? Does she create peace or pressure? Does she show consistency or convenience? A woman values you more when you show emotional discipline, not emotional urgency. Your attention is not free. Treat it like gold, and others will too. Rule number 3. Never ignore subtle disrespect. Senior men often avoid confrontation because they want harmony, not conflict. But ignoring disrespect doesn't create peace, it creates permission. A sarcastic comment, a dismissive tone, a joke that crosses the line, a boundary she laughs at. Each moment becomes training. Whatever you tolerate becomes the new standard. Respect is not something you earn, once it's something you defend constantly. A good woman will never disrespect you, and a disrespectful woman will never truly love you. Silence in the face of disrespect is not kindness, it's self-sabotage. Rule number 4. Never become someone's financial lifeline. This trap is especially common for older men, particularly when dating younger women. Some women test boundaries subtly. Can you help me with this? It's just temporary. You're so generous. I really appreciate you. But little by little, you go from supportive to responsible to financially trapped. Here's the simple rule. If her affection depends on your wallet, it's not affection, it's a transaction. Your retirement, your savings, your stability, these are your shield, not her opportunity. You can be generous, you can be supportive, but never be financially dependent on to keep someone in your life. Your money is your freedom. Protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. Rule number 5. Never apologize for having standards. Older men often believe they need to be grateful for female attention, especially if the woman is younger or attractive. This mindset is dangerous. You don't need to lower your standards. You don't need to hide your preferences. You don't need to tolerate behavior that drains your spirit. Women respect men who stand tall in their expectations. Clear standards aren't rude, they're mature. And here's the surprising truth. A man with standards is more attractive than a man with good looks, because standards show confidence, and confidence creates respect. Never apologize for wanting loyalty, consistency, respect, and emotional calmness. These are not luxuries, they are necessities. Rule number 6. Never chase when she pulls away. When a woman becomes distant, many men panic. They start calling more, texting more, offering more, hoping to regain her attention. But chasing reverses the roles. It turns her into the prize, and you into the pursuer. After 60, the truth is the opposite. You are the prize. You bring experience, emotional stability, maturity, and wisdom, things younger men simply do not have. If she pulls away, let her go. If she values you, she'll return. If she doesn't, her leaving is protection, not loss. Never run after what walks away. What's meant for you won't need chasing. Rule number 7. Never let a woman control your emotions. Some women intentionally or subconsciously test a man by creating emotional chaos. Mixed signals, jealousy games, silent treatment, mood swings. But chaos is poison for a senior man. Stress at this age isn't just uncomfortable, it's unhealthy. The strongest men aren't the loudest or toughest. The strongest men are emotionally steady. Calmness is power. Composure is magnetic. Emotional control is leadership. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it truly does. Rule number 8. Never fix problems she created. Many senior men have a natural urge to fix things. When a woman cries, worries, or struggles, the instinct is to rescue her. But constantly solving her problems creates an unhealthy imbalance. It turns you into a caretaker, not a partner. A healthy woman wants partnership. An unhealthy woman wants a replacement father. You can support her. You can encourage her. But you cannot live her life for her. Being helpful is generous. Being over-responsible is dangerous. Rule number 9. Never allow isolation. Some women don't directly say it, but they slowly pull a man away from his world. Why do you need your friends? Why spend time with your family? Why leave the house? Isolation is the first step to control. A socially disconnected man becomes emotionally dependent and therefore easier to influence. Senior men thrive when they stay connected, active, and surrounded by support. A good woman encourages your independence. A controlling woman fears it. Never give up the world that keeps you grounded. Rule number 10. Never love without receiving respect first. This is the rule that determines whether a relationship thrives or collapses. Love is powerful, but love without respect becomes pain. You can give affection, time, effort, devotion, but if she does not respect you, nothing you do will ever be enough. Respect must come first. Respect must stay consistent. Respect must never be negotiated, because once respect is lost, love becomes unstable and eventually impossible. Respect is the foundation. Without it, everything else crumbles. Why senior men fall into these traps? Before we dive deeper, there's something you must understand. The real danger isn't the mistakes themselves. The real danger is what creates them. Most senior men don't even realize what is silently influencing their decisions, weakening their standards, and leading them into the same painful patterns again and again. And here's the part that will shock you. Almost every man over 60 falls into these traps for the exact same hidden psychological reasons. If you recognize these reasons, you'll change the way you approach relationships forever. Ignore them, and the cycle keeps repeating. Now that we've covered the 10 behaviors you must avoid, let's go deeper. Because real transformation starts when you understand why these patterns appear in the first place. Men over 60 are navigating a completely different emotional landscape. The world has changed. Relationship dynamics have shifted. Expectations no longer match the rules you grew up with. But here's the good news. Once you understand the psychology behind these patterns, you gain the power to move through relationships with confidence, clarity, and emotional strength. Let's break down the truths most men never hear but absolutely need to know. Psychological truth 1. Many senior men undervalue themselves. This is the foundation of most relationship problems, and the one almost nobody talks about. Some men secretly think, at my age, I should be thankful any woman is interested. I'm not as young as I used to be. She could have chosen someone else. This mindset is deadly, because when you believe you're the lucky one, you accept treatment you would never tolerate in your younger years. But here's the truth. Your age increases your value, it doesn't decrease it. You've lived. You've learned. You have emotional stability, life experience, and perspective that younger men simply cannot provide. Many women, especially midlife and younger women, prefer senior men because of qualities younger men lack: emotional calmness, maturity, patience, wisdom, deeper confidence. You are not a backup plan. You're not a last option. You are a high-value man with a lifetime of lessons that make you stronger, not weaker. Once a man understands his worth, his entire dating experience changes, and the next truth explains why. Psychological truth 2. Kindness without boundaries attracts takers. Most senior men are naturally generous. You've spent decades providing, helping, solving, and supporting. You know how to take care of people. But here's the psychological trap. When kindness is unlimited, some people misinterpret it as weakness. Not because they're bad people, but because human nature gravitates toward what's easily available. If you give your time, your emotional energy, your money, your attention, without boundaries, people eventually expect it. That's not love, that's conditioning. A senior man with kindness and boundaries earns instant respect. A senior man with kindness and no boundaries gets drained. And this leads to the next painful truth, one that silently traps thousands of men every single year. Psychological truth 3. Fear of loneliness makes men ignore red flags. Many men stay in unhealthy situations because they're afraid of being alone. They think, what if I don't meet anyone else? What if I start over and end up alone? What if this is the best I can get? But here's the reality. Loneliness is nothing compared to the damage caused by the wrong partner. Being with someone who drains your energy is far worse than spending time by yourself. Your peace is worth more than companionship that feels like a burden. And here's the twist. When you stop fearing loneliness, you become significantly more attractive. A man who is comfortable with himself cannot be manipulated. And speaking of manipulation, the next truth explains a behavior women rarely admit, but every man must understand. Psychological truth 4. Women naturally test boundaries. Not maliciously, not intentionally, but instinctively. It's a built-in part of human relationships. A woman might test you by being late, giving mixed signals, making a sarcastic comment, pulling away a little, pushing a boundary lightly, not to harm you but to understand you. She's asking a silent question. Is this man strong enough to lead emotionally? If you ignore disrespect, she pushes further. If you allow inconsistency, she becomes inconsistent. If you allow manipulation, she learns you're easily influenced. Not because she's bad, but because that's how attraction works. Women respect strength. Women follow clarity. Women trust boundaries. But the next truth is even more surprising because it flips everything men are taught about being available. Psychological truth 5. Over-availability destroys attraction. Many senior men believe being always available shows love, loyalty, and commitment, but emotionally, it sends the opposite message. When you're always free, waiting, ready, accessible, it sends a signal that your time isn't valuable, or worse, that your life has nothing else going on. Women don't want a man who revolves around them. They want a man who includes them in a full, rich, meaningful life. A man who has rhythm, purpose, and structure is irresistible. A man who abandons everything at her request becomes forgettable. And this brings us to a powerful relationship law that most men never learn until it's too late. Psychological truth. 6. Clarity creates respect, not effort. A lot of men believe love is earned by effort. More gifts, more calls, more favors, more sacrifices. But women don't fall for effort alone, they fall for clarity. Clarity means, this is what I value. This is what I need. This is what I won't accept. Women respect a man who knows where he stands. They lose interest in a man who tries too hard to impress. Effort without boundaries turns you into a helper. Clarity with consistency turns you into a partner. And speaking of consistency, emotional stability is the next pillar every senior man must master. Psychological truth 7. Emotional independence is magnetic. A man who controls his emotions controls his life. Women admire men who can. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay clear-headed, stay steady during conflict. Not because they want a robot, but because emotional stability creates safety. At this age, both partners want less drama, fewer arguments, and more peace. When a woman sees that her moods don't shake your world, she feels more secure around you. She trusts you more. She respects you more. But nothing builds respect faster than the next truth, and nothing destroys it faster when ignored. Psychological truth 8. Self-respect dictates how others treat you. Women mirror the standards you set for yourself. If you accept crumbs, you'll get crumbs. If you allow hot and cold behavior, you'll get inconsistency. If you stay with someone who treats you poorly, you're teaching her how to treat you. But when you walk away from disrespect, your value increases instantly. Because your action says, I deserve better and I won't settle. Here's the surprising part. A woman often respects a man more after he walks away than when he stays. And the next truth explains the silent power men possess, a power most don't use correctly. Psychological truth 9. Silence is powerful when used with strength. There are 2 types of silence. 1. Silence from fear, avoiding conflict. 2. Silence from strength, enforcing a boundary. Women dislike the first. They deeply respect the second. When she crosses a line, and you calmly step back silently. Without drama, it communicates more than any argument. It says, my peace is priceless. My time is limited. My standards are firm. Silence, when used correctly, is not avoidance. It's leadership. Now let's talk about something every senior man must protect, something more important than love, attention, or companionship. Psychological truth number 10. Masculine energy should never be retired. Some men slow down after retirement, not just physically, but emotionally. They become passive, less assertive, less decisive. But here's the truth. Women are still attracted to masculine leadership even after 60. Masculinity today doesn't mean dominance or aggression. It means calm decision-making, clear direction, stable présence, emotional strength, confidence in your identity. A man who maintains his masculine edge becomes a partner. A man who loses it becomes a passenger. And now that you understand the psychology, it's time for the final section. How to protect your peace, your finances, your emotions, and your dignity without becoming closed off or cold. Protection Principle 1. Give slowly, observe quickly. Most relationship mistakes happen in the beginning, when everything feels exciting, warm, and effortless. That early comfort makes men drop their guard too soon. But here's the rule every senior man must live by. Take your time giving, but don't take your time observing. Give slowly. Your attention, your trust, your personal time, your emotional energy, your resources. Observe quickly her level of consistency, her tone during disagreements, how she treats waiters, staff, or strangers, how she handles stress, how she responds to boundaries. Anyone can act perfect for a month. Time exposes truth. Patterns reveal character. The slower you give, the clearer you see, and clarity prevents heartbreak. Protection Principle 2. Never commit to a woman who is inconsistent. Consistency is not a luxury at this age, it's a requirement. If she disappears for days, returns when she feels like it, texts you only when bored, or keeps you guessing, she's showing you her emotional maturity level. And here's the harsh truth. Inconsistency during dating becomes chaos in a relationship. You don't have time for roller coaster emotions. Your heart and mind deserve someone who can show up with reliability and respect. A woman who is serious about you won't confuse you. She won't keep you waiting. She won't make you compete with silence. Choose consistency over chemistry. Chemistry fades. Consistency stays. Protection Principle 3. Maintain your independence at all costs. A relationship should add to your life, not erase it. Keep your hobbies, interests, routines, goals, friendships, physical activities, personal space. These are not selfish, they are essential. Women admire men who have a meaningful life outside the relationship. It shows self-respect, balance, and emotional stability. When you give up everything for her, she doesn't feel closer, she feels responsible for your happiness. And that pressure destroys attraction. Your independence is your strength. Never trade it for temporary approval. Protection Principle 4. Don't explain your worth, demonstrate it. Men often make the mistake of trying to convince someone why they deserve respect. But respect doesn't come from explanations. It comes from behavior. A woman sees your worth when she sees how you handle conflict, how you protect your peace, how you enforce boundaries, how you treat yourself, how you walk away from disrespect. Walking away is not weakness, it's self-certainty. When you hold yourself to a high standard, the world follows your example. Self-respect is silent, but it's louder than any speech. Protection Principle 5. Stay financially sharp. Money becomes more important, not less. After 60, your savings, investments, and retirement income provide stability, freedom, and security. But emotional loneliness can make men financially reckless, overspending to feel appreciated, loved, or needed. Here's the rule: be generous, but be smart. Never loan money early in a relationship. Pay bills for someone inconsistent. Invest in someone's lifestyle. Let guilt pressure you into spending. A woman who truly cares about you won't ask you to sacrifice your financial safety. A woman who sees you as a resource will always need just one more favor. Protect your money the way you protect your health, with wisdom and discipline. Your finances are part of your legacy. Guard them like a gift to your future self. Protection Principle 6. Make peace your first priority. At this stage of life, peace matters more than excitement. Drama becomes exhausting. Mind games become irritating. Chows becomes dangerous. A peaceful connection is worth more than someone who looks good but disrupts your entire emotional world. Ask yourself, how do I feel around her? Calm or anxious? Grounded or drained? Respected or ignored? Appreciated or used? Your body never lies. It knows when a person is good for your spirit. A woman who brings peace increases your lifespan. A woman who brings chaos shortens it. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive no matter how beautiful it looks. Final wisdom. Senior men must protect their time, energy, and spirit. Men over 60 often underestimate their value. They assume they must settle lower expectations or accept disrespect to avoid loneliness. But here's your truth. You are in the strongest season of your life. You have wisdom born from experience. You have emotional maturity carved from decades. You have clarity younger men haven't earned yet. The problem isn't women. The problem is when men abandon their standards, identity, and self-respect. When you stop doing the things that weaken you, you suddenly attract women who appreciate you. When you raise your standards, you filter out the ones who only want to use you. When you value your peace, you stop accepting people who disturb it. Your life after 60 can be the most peaceful, fulfilling, and emotionally rich chapter you've ever had if you choose wisely. Protect your heart, time, money, dignity, identity, emotional health, because these are the treasures you've earned through decades of living. And remember, a senior man with standards is unstoppable. A senior man with boundaries is respected. A senior man with peace is powerful. And a senior man who values himself becomes impossible to manipulate. If this message helped you, stay connected. There's so much more wisdom ahead.